Right, how you doing today, guys? Welcome back to another day of 7th grade math. This is Mr. Gomez, your favorite teacher in the whole world. And today, we're going to keep talking about writing two-step inequalities. On the previous video, we did this worksheet right here, just a couple of examples. We did a little bit of a reminding on how everything works. And in this video, we're going to do this whole worksheet. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long. We're going to make it a little faster. But at this time, if you haven't, please go ahead and consider subscribing, turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any future content. If you want to support the channel, there's a link down in the description. If you haven't seen my other channel, MTV Alex, check it out right here. Other than that, let's get right into it. So I've been talking all day, so this is the last period of the day, and this is when I'm recording. So, writing two-step inequalities. Number 1 is already done for us. Number 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 are gonna be the same way. What do you mean, which ones? Those. It's right next to the one that we just did. The small one, not the big one. You're going to do the big one, the other side. Okay, so number 2. 1/3, the opposite of a number is less than 12. Now, I know on the previous video we did 4 steps, which is okay. I mean, because it literally tells you, first step, multiply or divide, find that. Step 2, add or subtract, find that. Step 3, combine them. Step 4, put the inequality sign and everything together. And it's okay because it's very organized. But I'm going to show you that you can also do this a little bit differently. So let's look at number 2. What I like to do first is actually go ahead and find the inequality sign and what goes after that. So it says 1/3, the opposite of a number is less than 12. And this is what I do. So I find my inequality sign and write that down. Less than 12. This is my inequality sign. Less than 12. I'm done with that part. And I'm going to work the other way. The rest of it. So 1/3 is literally one fraction. 1/3 of the opposite of a number. What does the opposite mean? What is the opposite? What did we say opposite was? Negative. The opposite of a number. So 1/3, the opposite of a number is less than 12. And we're done with that. That's it. That one didn't have 2 steps. It only had 1 step. It only had 1 step. Let's look at number 3. I'm gonna do number 3, and then I'm gonna let you do numbers 4, 5, and 6, and then I'm gonna come around and check on them with you. So number 3, a number increased by 5 is less than 7. Again, I'm looking for the inequality sign and what goes after that. So what's gonna be my inequality sign over here? Less than what?
Less than 5.
Less than 7. That's my inequality sign, right? Then I'm gonna look at what's it saying. A number increased by 5. What does increase mean? Or what operation is that? Add, right? How do you write a number? A number. What will you put as a number? Isn't that your variable? Yes, no, kind of. I need feedback, guys. Feedback. A number. What will you put in there? Do we know what that number is? No. So what do you put in there? Instead of a number, what do you put? X. Increased by 5. There you go. A number increased by 5 is less than 7. And that's it. Pretty simple, right? All right, so I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to do numbers 4 and 5. 2 minutes to do number 4 and 5. I'm gonna walk around. Make sure you're doing this. Go ahead. Number 4 and 5. Number 4 says 10 less than a number is more than 30. 10 less than a number. Look for the inequality sign and what goes after that. Look for the inequality sign and what goes after that. Now, whenever you have negatives or subtraction, check what are you taking away from what. What are you taking away? So like for number 4, it says 10 less than a number. Are you taking 10 minus the number or a number minus 10? What are you doing? Pay attention to that because it's very different. Both things are very different. Yes. So what are you taking away from what on number 4?
10
what?
less than 30.
Huh? 10 less than a number. Remember, when it says a number, that's going to be your letter, your variable. You just put in X or N or T or P, whatever letter you want to use, it doesn't matter. I will usually use letters that doesn't look like numbers, like don't use Q because it looks like a, what am I? Like a 9, right? All right, so let's see. Number 4, what do you have? Let's start with the more than 30, right? That's my inequality sign. More than 30. How do we write that? Okay, and this, let me do this real quick. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one am I using for number 4? Number 1, 2, 3, or 4? Yes. More than 30. I'm using number 2. 1. More than 30. Okay, we good so far? Yeah. Who has anything different than that? We good. All right. Now, 10 less than a number. This is going to be your X. And this is minus, right? Less. And this is 10. Now the thing is, you gotta be able to identify what's happening. So read it out loud a few times. It says 10 less than a number. So which one goes first, the 10 or the X? The 10? No, the X. The X. You're taking away the 10 from the number. So 10 less than a number. Sometimes the way you read it, it doesn't necessarily translate directly on how you're writing it. And you gotta be able to recognize that on the subtractions, especially. The subtractions are the ones that are gonna get you. Okay, 10 less than a number, or a number minus 10, or a number decreased by 10. Depending on how it's written, that's how you're gonna write it over here. In this case, if you would have done 10 minus X, that's different. That's 10 minus a number, and we don't have that. We don't have that in here. So this is wrong one. Any questions on this one? All right, let's check number 5. You want to do it? Do it on the side. You want to come over here and do it? No, I do. Okay, do it. What do you have? You should be on the YouTube video. Look. I can't have you on. I know. Okay, you can tell me what I'm gonna put in here. Let's go ahead. Give me the number. What do you have? Oh, you haven't done it? No. Okay, 2 more than 5 times a number is greater than or equal to 3. So can you tell me what inequality sign are we using? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 3. Greater than or equal to 3. Very good. Everybody good so far? Now, 2 more than, what does that mean? Adding or subtracting? Adding, so we're adding something. We're adding 2 and something else. 2 more than what?
5 times.
How do you write that?
5x.
5x. 2 more than 5 times a number. Whenever everything is positive, it doesn't matter which one you put first. It's only when you have negatives or when you have subtractions. Make sense? Yes?
Yeah.
All right, number 6. 6 less than 2 times a number is no more than 17. Let's find my inequality sign. What are my keywords for the inequality sign?
No more than 17.
No more than 17. Can it be 17?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
I heard some no's, I heard some yes. Yes or no? It says no more than 17. Can it be 17?
Yes.
Yes. So what sign am I using? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Can it be 18?
No.
Can it be 18? No. Can it be 16?
1? Yes.
Can it be 1?
Yes.
Can it be 0?
Yes.
Can it be negative 3?
Yes. Yes.
So I guess, can it be 17 again?
Yes.
So we're using either 3 or 4. Which one is it? No more than, so that means it has to be that one, right? So far so good? Now this is another negative. 6 less than 2 times a number. So we have 2 times a number, easy, 2x, right? And then we have 6, and we have a negative sign, or a minus sign. Again, just like on number 4, what are you taking away from what? Are you taking 6 away from 2 times a number? Or are you taking 2 times a number away from 6?
2 times 6.
What is it? 6 taken away from 2x? Okay, let's see. 6 less than 2 times a number makes kind of sense. So I guess I have 2 times a number and I'm 6 less than that, right? So yes. And that's the inequality. Any questions about that one?
No.
If you write 6 minus 2x, this is wrong. Because you're not taking 2 times a number away from 6. You gotta read it whenever you have negatives, read them 2, 3 times if you need to. It's very crucial that you do. All right. Now a real world problem, number 8. A video game enthusiast saved $750 to spend on a video game player and games. The player costs $400 and the games cost $49 each. At most, how many games can he buy along with the player? So what do we know about this question? Can he spend more than that?
Yeah. No. Yes, can actually.
Can he spend more than $750?
No.
Okay, that's something that we know. Can he spend $750?
Huh?
Can he spend $750?
Yes.
He has it. He saved it for that, right? So that's one of the things that we know. At most, right? $750. So we're gonna put that in there. At most. Can he spend $751?
No.
No. Can he spend $600?
Yes.
Can he spend $400?
Yes.
$200?
Yes.
Yeah. So at most. Okay, what else do we know about this? Right here. What else do we know about number 8?
The player costs $400.
The player costs $400. Is that gonna be my variable or my constant?
Constant.
Why?
Because the game costs $49.
Okay, and they're what?
Huh?
And they're what you said?
What player?
There you go. That's all we need to know. So $49 per game. And the player costs $400. Is this a keyword? Player and games. What does "and" means?
The player and
What does "and" means? Player and games. Is that a keyword for an operation? Add. Very good. So we're gonna add two things. We know that we're gonna add what?
the game.
400. That's the console. And what else? 49 what?
49 each.
So how do you write that?
49.
Very good. Very good. So we know that he has $750. We know that the console costs $400, and every game is $50. Almost $50, right? $49. We want to know how many games can he buy along with the console. That kind of makes sense on a real life scenario, right? About the price of a PS5, maybe a little less, but the games, they're usually about $49, $50, right? So it kind of makes sense. So we gotta find out how many games he can buy. Let's solve this. On this one, we have to solve it. So I'm gonna write on the side. And we're gonna solve it over here. So this is the thing that we're gonna get rid of at the end, right? The 49x. So we box it so that way we don't confuse it. What do we get rid of first?
So 400.
How?
Negative.
Negative or
Also,
minus 400, right?
Yes.
So you have $750. You buy the console. How much money you have left?
350.
Very good. Now every game is $49. What's the next step to find how many games? Huh? Divide. Now, before we do TiVo, because we're gonna divide by 49, right?
Yes.
Let's estimate. 49 is just one away from 50, right? So let's do 50, one game. Two games is how much? 3 games? 4 games. 5 games. 6 games. And 7 games.
350.
That's the money I have, right? $350 for games. How many games is that?
7.
There you go. It's actually gonna be like, if you actually divide by 49, you might get like 7.1 or something like that. Now, on a real world, can you get 0.1 of a game?
No.
No, you have to round to the one less, right? Because you don't have enough. So how many games can he buy?
7.
Now let me ask you, is he gonna have any money left over?
No.
The games are $49. We estimated with 50. Is he gonna have any money left over? How much? Huh? $1?
He doesn't get it. He doesn't have any more money because he spent it on game.
No, I know, but he has some money left over. How much money does he have left over? Every game is $49, right? He bought 7 games. We estimated using 50.
7.
What is it?
7.
7, right? It's very easy. 50 times 7. I mean, 7 times 1 is 7, right? That's it. So he's gonna have $7 left, so he can go to McDonald's, get a dozen of cookies and some fries and a drink, and he's gonna have a great night, right? Playing games. All right, let's look at number 9. And this is gonna be the last one at this point. So number 9. A health food producer has 250 samples of a new snack to distribute in the mall. So you know how sometimes you go to the mall and they give you like free samples of, I don't know, a cookie, something like that, right?
Yes.
They're doing surveys. They're going to find out if you like them, if you don't, so that they can either sell them on later or produce more, whatever. It says, the producer has to keep at least 50 samples for display at a health food store for the product launch. So they gotta keep 50. Out of the 250, they gotta keep 50. How long will the samples last if the consumers are taking the samples at a rate of 25 samples every hour? Okay, does he have more than 250?
No.
No, that's the most. So this will be less than or equal to 250. Does anybody disagree? No? Yes? No?
No.
Okay. So with this, do we know my variable? Or what number goes with the variable?
25.
25.
25x, right?
Yes.
So this right here is 25x. And then we have at least, this means at least right there, 50 samples. Now he's gonna keep 50, and the other 200, you're gonna give them away. I just said the keyword that you're gonna have to do. You're gonna keep 50, and the other 200, you're gonna give away, right? How do I know it's 200? Because, I mean, 250 minus 50 is 200. But we're not gonna use 200. We're gonna use what?
25x.
25x. 25x. How many are they keeping?
50 samples.
50. So if you combine them, you get the total of
250.
250. So how do you combine them? Add or subtract?
Add.
There you go. Now can we solve for this?
Wait, what?
Can we solve for x?
Yes.
Yes, we can. We subtract the 50 that we're gonna keep, and we get what? 200. And those 200s are gonna be divided evenly into the 25, right? X. So we divide by 25, divide by 25. So my x is less than or equal to how many hours?
10. Oh, no.
Let's think about money. How many quarters in $2? How many quarters
4.
in $2? In $2.
8.
8.
There you go. 8. X is less than or equal to 8. Easy? Pretty simple? Sort of, kinda? All right, so again, the first thing that I want you to do is find the inequality sign and the number that goes after that. Find the inequality sign and the number that goes after that. And then do the other thing. Do the left side. Now remember, if it's a negative or if you're subtracting something, pay attention like the number 4 and 6. What are you taking away from what? Because if you put it in the wrong order, it's going to give you the wrong value, and you don't want that. What are you taking away from what? So reread it a few times if you need to. All right, so I guess if you learned something today, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any future content. If you haven't seen my other channel, MTV Alex, check it out. Over there, I think I left a link earlier today, earlier in the video. Other than that, that is going to be it for this one. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.